Karthik. So I am back with another lecture series of Unix programming, or you can say we are going to learn about basic Unix commands. So guys, let us start today. I think you are. I think a screen is visible for you. So today we are going to execute practically several Unix command. So we are going to learn about Unix command with a practical. So let me clear the screen. So to clear the screen, whenever you have everything inside the screen, then to clear the screen, you can use clear clear to clear the screen. So here I have cleared the screen. So basically, what you are seeing on the screen, Karthik Mangule at the rate Karthik's air, and this is a percentage symbol. So what is percentage symbol signifies is it is a shell. I think if you are familiar with Unix architecture, and you could learn that there is something called as kernel and shell. So what is the relationship between kernel and shell? So kernel is like a core of the operating system. You can say kernel is hardware. So then what is shell? Shell is a housekeeper. It means shell is intermediate, or you can say shell will interact between a user and kernel. So whatever user enters any command, that shell will give service to the user. Okay, let me tell you one example. So firstly I have executed that clear command. No, so I am telling the shell that please clear the screen. So what shell will do is, so it will interact with the kernel hardware and it will give the output. So this is the basic basic theory about shell. So here I am using my MacBook Air with a Z shell. There are many types of shell. You can read out theory. There is something called as corn shell, there is Z shell, and there is born again shell, which is also known as bash. So in the further lecture we will going to see about bash programming, how to do the bash programming. So guys, let us execute our first command, that is pwd. So what is pwd? So let's enter. So pwd will tell you that what is your present working directory. So my present working directory is root. I think okay. Before going to directly moving to the command, so we'll tell you. So every there is file structure. There is definite file structure in Unix program. Unix, everything start with the root. So what is root? Root here, this slash is called as root. In the root there is subfolder called as users. Inside the user there is folder called as Karthik Manuguli. So directory. So users and Karthik Manuguli are the directories. Whatever you can whatever you see in I think in normal Windows you can see the folders and all the folder structure that is similar to the to this Unix operating system. So in Unix everything is a file. Your USB is a file, and your devices are file, and directory is a file. Everything is considered as file inside Unix operating system. So our first command is pwd, which is present working directory. So let us move on to our next command. That is how to create a directory. How to create a directory. So what is directory? Directory is like a folder which contains all the files as well as directory. A directory can contain a subdirectory, is also called as a directory. So basically a directory is just a folder. So how to create a directory? So I want to create a directory inside the directory Karthik Manuguli. Then how to create? So you can use command mkdir. What is mkdir? Mkdir is make directory. So what shall I? Okay. I will give my directory name as program. So we'll hit enter. So how to see whether it is created or not? So to list all the directory as well as files, there is one command to list all the directories and files called ls. ls will list all directories. Here you can see applications, documents, movies, program, C programming. There are several directories I have kept. So you can see all the directories. Okay, so here you can see the program, the directories already created. Okay, let us move on to some deep dive into our command ls. So there are in Unix operating system, you can see some commands like ls minus l. So what is that minus? Don't call it as a minus, it is option. So that minus symbol is called as option. So there are several options. If you hit just ls, it will just list the directories. But if you want to know more the information about what are the contents, some information like extra exact size of the file, who owns the file, and who has the right to look at it. So when it was last modified. So if you want to know every details about the directory, you can use ls minus l. Here you can see all the permission. A D here, the first D whatever you are seeing. So this is called as, this is a directory file. And what is rwx, r-x and r-x? Okay, here this is rwx. The first rwx means this is for user. For user, this directories can user can read the directory, user can write inside the directory, or user can execute inside the directory. But what about group? So this r-x means only read and execute, but you group cannot write. So this is access modification for group. So first for the user, next for group, and next for others. Others can, okay, so sometimes we need to work with a remote. So whenever my friend is, if he is accessing my file structure, my files in other location, he can access my files. So this is for that one. So for the group, okay, sorry. So for the group, it is only read and execute, but they cannot write. You can see here where, okay, yeah. So if you hit ls minus l, it will show all the details, basic details about directory. What is the file size and who owns the file, and yeah, everything, the size of the file, everything. Okay. So so by hitting mkdir and then directory name, I have created one directory called program. Then how to remove the directory? There is something called as, okay, let me clear the screen once. Okay, how to remove the directory? Just hit the command rmdir and program. So I want to delete that. So okay, there is one specification. If you write just pro or just pr and hit tab, so it will show every character after that. So rmdir program. So my directory got removed. You can see there is no directory called program. Okay, let me create directory once again by using mkdir program. Okay, I have created the program. So then how to jump into the directory? I want to jump from my current working directory to whatever I have created, the directory called program. So to change the directory, there is one command called as cd. It is not your compact disk, it is change directory. So change directory, just I will write pr and then I will hit the tab. So it will show the remaining characters. So okay, I am in program. Now how to know I have changed the directory? Just hit pwd. Here I am in users Karthik Managuri and program. Now I am in current working directory program. Okay, so you can create one more directory inside the directory mkdir, and then I can create C files, something Okay, I can create one more directory. I can hit ls, it will show there is only one directory inside the program. You can see, okay, so ls option l, you can see the details about everything. So now user can only read, write, execute, but for the group it is only read, execute, and for others it is only read and execute. And it is owned by Karthik Manpuri, and the creation and what type and name of the directory, everything you can see. Okay, then let us move on to another command, that is, I think if you want to edit something or if you want to create one file, there are two commands you can use. One is cat. So cat means, what is cat? Cat means concatenation of the file. So what cat will do is, cat can create as well as cat can display the contents of the files. You can see cat and use right chevron. This greater than symbol is also called as right chevron. Right chevron. Oh, what the name of the file is? Some random lab can give file dot txt. Here I can write anything. Karthik is a programmer, so I can write. And then how to exit, so you can hit Ctrl C to exit, and here ls. So inside directory program there are two files. C files is I think it is a directory, and file.txt is a file. So I can hit cat, just cat, don't chevron it, file.txt. So it will show the content of file.txt file. So there is one more command you can use for editing, that is called vi editor. Vim. There are two types of editor in two flavors of vi. One is vim. So vim is vi improved. So there is a text editor, so you can use that one. So I will hit enter a file, vim file.txt, and then it will open. So okay, I am typing here. Okay, it is not typing anything because it is not in insert mode. To enter into insert mode, just press I. So you can see here the insert is activated. So I can write anything inside the file. So Karthik is a programmer, and he lives in Bijapur. Okay, then how to save the file? To save the file, just click escape and then colon and then WQ. What WQ? W means write and Q means quit. Hit enter and it will exit. It will quit from. It will save and quit. So we'll see the contents of file txt. So you can see Karthik is a programmer and he lives in Bijapur. So even you can use vim to view the contents. Yeah. So you can after saving you can hit just Q to quit. So this is one of the basic command about vi editor. You can know this much. It is more than sufficient. If any recruiter asks you about vi editor or any command, this is one of the basic command. I am telling you the basic commands today. This is a basic, more basic about Unix operating system. If you know this much, that is more than sufficient. But you need to play with these commands. That's it. And okay, let me clear the screen. So clear is a command. Okay, there are several command like date. Date means not that date. It is what is today's date and time. It will show everything. Okay. And then if I don't want to display inside the console, my aim is not to display inside the console, I want to display this date, I want to save this date inside some file. Let us say I will create one file and I want to store this data. So what can I do is date, give it as a redirection or a right chevron. So right chevron, and you can give it as date.txt. so it will store today's date in date.txt. You can see there is another file is created called date.txt, and I can open cat concatenation date.txt. okay, it is stored. Now if you want to append the file, you can use date 2 times right chevron and then file.txt. So what it will do is it will save the date after it will not modify inside the file whatever. If you give only the one right chevron, so it will modify entirely text, means so it will delete everything and it will store. But what this one do is it will append after that, after the end of the file. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, date, and okay, let me show the contents of file.txt. You can see it has not modified the above two sentence, above 2 rows, but it has appended the today's date, Sunday, December 27, as the today's date. So you can use, if you use 2 times right chevron, so it will not override, it will write after the existing file, existing text. If you use only one right chevron, so it will modify your entire text, it will delete old one, and it will append the new text. Let me clear the screen. Okay, so we'll see our next command. There is one more command called who am I. Who am I? I am Karthik Manapur. It will show who am I is the command which shows who I am. Who is the user of this laptop, you can say, operating system. You can take. Let me clear the screen. Yeah, so I want to, the most basic command of Unix operating system is copy. How you copy? You will right click. How to copy in Windows or any GUI based operating system is you will right click and you will select copy and then you will paste it. But how to do with command line is just, okay, let me ls. So I want to copy this file.txt in another segment or another directory. So what can I do is just hit cp. Cp means copy. The source of the file is file.txt, which is in present working directory. I want to copy this file in another directory called users. You need to give your relative path name whenever you are working with this directory structure. Okay, users and then Karthik Managoli. Okay, I will hit enter and okay. So currently I'm in program. So my current working directory is program. So I want to go to the previous directory, which is parent. Then I can use only cd ... So cd ... signifies double dot means parent directory. So jump to parent directory, change the directory to my parent. So if I hit pwd, it will show Karthik Manapur. So if I hit ls, it will show the file.txt is here. You can use cp. So then how to remove the file? To remove the file, there is another command called rm and then file name. This is file.txt. So it will remove the file. See here, the file has been removed. And then we can jump to any other directory. Okay. See programming. Okay, here ls. Oh, there are 3 files in C programming directory: a.out, date.txt, and then hello.c. There are 3 files. We'll see the next command, word count. So what wc will do is it will return the word count, how many words are there in the file. So we'll see word count hello.c. You can see there are I think 5 rows, 7 columns, and 56 words, and inside hello.c you can see. So let us jump to the PS working directory, and then we'll move to documents. I want to show you something. So let me clear the screen and cd documents, or it will suggest me documents and then ls. You can see there are several directories are there. So for the reason, let me copy. Okay, if you want to, okay, let me delete some file. Let me create one directory mkdir, and what hello. I have created the directory hello. Inside the documents there is hello, and I will change the directory to hello, and let me create one dummy file like cat dummy.txt. okay, I will tell you what I am doing. So let me put any characters, and then okay, so yeah, let's inside the hello directory there is one text file called dummy.txt. So okay, let me come to parent directory, which is in documents. So what I have to do is I want to delete this directory. So what can I do to remove the directory? I can use rmdir and then hello. Oh, what it is showing is rmdir. You cannot remove the directory hello because directory is not empty. There is one rule in Unix operating system is until and unless you are not deleting the child files, you cannot delete main directory. Means if you want to delete a directory, it should be empty using rmdir, or I can say if I want to delete this hello directory, I have to first delete the files inside the directory. Then if I want to delete everything in only one command, then I can use this command called rm option r and then directory name ls. okay, you can see there is hello is deleted. Okay, what rm signifies? I have said the rm is for to delete a file, but it is deleting the directory. How? Means rm means remove, minus r means option r. Don't call it as a minus, it is option r and then hello. Option r means remove files recursively. R means recursive. Remove files recursively inside the hello directory. What it will do is it will first delete the file. It will first delete the file inside the directory, and then it will delete the directory. Okay, I think you have understood what I am saying. Let me clear the screen. So okay guys, this is for today. So we'll see in the next upcoming lecture. Thank you guys.